Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Psychic Tana, and today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite subjects, the human aura. Now, many of you have heard of the aura before, but a lot of people don't really know what it is, and I'm going to explain a definition that I like to use, which is very easy to understand. The aura is an energy field. It's actually an egg-shaped energy field, like an oval color, an oval shape, and it surrounds your whole body, and it's got your thoughts, feelings, and emotions projected onto it. There's three layers to the aura. There is the physical layer, which is the emotional layer, which is closest to your body. Then there's the physical layer, and then the spiritual layer. And depending on which layer you're looking at, will tell you a lot of things about that person. I call it the human BS detector. And I don't think I need to ask you or need to tell you what I mean by BS. We all know what that means. If you learn to read an aura, you can tell instantly. I can tell right away if a person is lying or not by looking at the emotional layer of their aura. Now, when you look at somebody's aura, depending on the layer you look at, is what you're going to find out. So if you look at the emotional layer, you're going to see their emotions. You can tell if a person is outgoing, happy, introverted, sad, what kind of person they are, just by looking at that layer. If you look at the physical layer, you can tell about their physical health or if there's any physical problems. And if you look at the spiritual layer, well, you can tell about where a person is spiritually. You can even tell if they have any kind of spirituality. For example, if you see a color of violet or purple, that shows a very spiritual person, somebody that has a strong faith or strong belief. If you see blue, it shows somebody that also has it's somebody that's developing as a spiritual person, but they're continuing to grow. They're not quite as spiritual as the person with the violet color in their aura. And if you see a white color, wow, you've got somebody that's a light enlightened. White would have been seen around Jesus or the Buddha, or you would have seen it around gurus or lamas of Tibetan orders or other spiritual leaders. So white is a color or a sign of enlightenment. Now, if you want to tell about a person's emotions, which is my favorite part of the aura, then you look at the emotional layer. And the emotional layer changes colors more than any other layer. So the health layer, the physical layer, doesn't change very much unless a person's health is changing. So that stays pretty consistent. And the spiritual layer, well, it doesn't change a lot either, depending where the person is spiritually. Now, when you deal with the emotional layer, because of all the emotions we experience on a daily basis, that thing changes colors like a piano changes tunes. So the emotional layer is where you can really get the down low and all the privy or divvy or whatever you call it on a person. If you look at the layer of the emotional layer of the aura and you see the color change, a very good indicator, when a person is telling a lie, you will see red, bright red in the aura or a dark color red. Or you'll see one color and all of a sudden that color will just go whoosh and it will change into a whole new color or a different color, or it will become dim or gray. That's a sign that you're dealing with a liar. Somebody that's not telling the truth about something. They've got something to hide. When I'm watching TV or I'm watching court cases, I can a lot of times tell, depending on the lighting in the room of the camera, I can always tell if a person's telling the truth or not, many times by their aura. Your aura tells all. Like I said, it's the human BS detector. So that's why I find the aura incredibly fascinating. It's a word that we hear a lot, but a lot of us don't know what it's all about or exactly what it means. Now, you might be asking me, Tana, how do you read the aura? How can I see it? Well, I'm going to give you a basic tip to start with, and it's something you can do on your own. You don't need a friend, and you can start working with this and practicing. Now, do this every single day, and then I'm going to teach eventually more advanced ways to see the aura, but this will work for now. It'll definitely work. Stand in front of a mirror in the bathroom in the morning. Make sure the light is dim behind you. You don't want a bright light. You want a dim light, and preferably a dark background like I have behind me. Now, a lot of people tell me when I do this video behind this dark background, a lot of people tell me they can see my aura. So you can also look around me. A lot of times you might see colors. I've got a pretty strong aura and it's pretty easy to see, so I'm a good subject to work with. But what you can do is you stand in front of the aura and you stare into the mirror at your face and you let your eyes just kind of go out of focus. And when they go out of focus, you'll want to pay attention to the peripheral vision in your eyes. Now, it's in your peripheral vision that in the beginning, when you're first starting, is the easiest way for a person to see the aura. So let your eyes go out of focus and pay attention to your peripheral vision, and pay attention through your peripheral vision of the outline up around your face here, the shoulder, this part of the face, top of the head are real easy places to see, and also down along the arm in this area is very easy. Now you can look really close, like you look close or you can look far. Whoops, wrong. Well, anyway, close or far. Close or far. A lot of times it'll be very close, but you can also, it can extend up to about here, up to here, depending on the emotion. Depending on the spiritual nature of the person, will depend on how far their aura expands. So you've got a really spiritual person, it expands really far. They say Jesus' aura could be felt, or Buddha's, up to 5 miles away. If you've got a negative or a person that's not very spiritual or a depressed person, the aura is very close to their body. So remember, spiritual, big, expansive. Not so spiritual, very close. So when you're looking in the mirror at yourself, or you're looking around this area of other people, you want to start first close to the head and shoulders, and then move it out, and then out a little bit more. And you'll be amazed what you'll start to see. I hope that was helpful for you. Thanks for taking time with me today. Don't forget to visit my website at www.tanahoy.com, and please go visit my blog, AuthenticPsychicReadings.net. I write a lot of interesting articles there, at least I think they're interesting, and about psychic ability, developing psychic abilities, psychics, psychic readings, everything psychic you want to know. If you love psychic stuff as much as I do, you'll be a nut about that website. So go there and visit it. Please leave me comments. If you like the article, leave a comment. Let me know. I read them. I'll post your article or your comment, and I'll write more about it. And don't forget, you can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter. And don't forget to join my channel at YouTube, where you can start to see more. You can watch more videos like this, because I'm going to have all kinds of interesting videos. I'm assuming you think it's interesting, because if you didn't, you probably wouldn't watch this far, right? Turned it off by now, I think. Am I right? Okay, well, thank you very much. Have a great day. And until next time, God bless.